I'm Keith Singer. I'm going to go over the form entitled Response to Petition for Dissolution of Marriage. This would also be the form of response to the petition for legal separation as well. As you may know, if you're served with a petition for dissolution of marriage or a petition for legal separation, you have 20 days to file a response with the court after you're served if you live in Arizona, or 30 days if you live outside of Arizona, or else a default could be entered against you. This is the form that you're going to fill out in order to avoid the default, the response to the divorce or legal separation action. On our website, we use the same form that the court offers in the Self-Help Center, which is a very detailed form that you can literally fill out line by line. It's much more extensive than the legal requirements for a response. Legal requirements for a response, only that you file something that indicates on some basic level how you're responding to the allegations in the petition for dissolution of marriage or legal separation. The response form that we have and that the court offers, as I said, is much more involved, and I think that is so that the court can gather as much information through the pleadings as possible, so that if the court has to make decisions later on, it'll have the information it needs, rather than just some very generalized statement of I'm responding to the petition and I agree or disagree with everything that was said. So if you walk through the response that we have on our site and that the court offers, you're giving information about yourself, about the other party, the date of the marriage, whether or not you've met the 90-day requirement to file in Arizona, the domicile requirement as we call it, whether there's been domestic violence, information regarding any children, whether the wife is pregnant, what you want if there are children in terms of legal decision making and parenting time. If there are issues of child support, what you're asking for in terms of child support, what the assets and debts are and how you want those divided. There's detailed lists for vehicles and vehicle information number. My advice generally is that you don't provide too much detail in a court pleading. The amount of detail that is permitted in the form that we have and that the court has is probably a lot more than you need to submit just to meet the requirements of a response. The form also asks if there's any separate property that you're making claim to, if you're making a spousal maintenance claim, or if you have a response to the spousal maintenance claim, if there are tax issues, and any other generalized responses to the petition. There's also instructions on the form about how to file it and a little bit about how it works. This is a document that has to be signed in front of a notary. The clerks of the court can sometimes serve in that capacity if you're filing it at the court. And again, the timelines have to be met in order to avoid default. Thank you.